Alright, what's going on, Mosh Pit? It's KwandaoRen66 here, and I have a battle for you versus Meteors. If you keep up with Xenon's channel, we were both SOS projects at one point, so we figured, hey, you know, we'll meet up, we'll have a match, and let's have at it. So we decided on a, not standard, just a 2-2-2, 2 OUs, 2 UUs, and 2 NUs. I haven't checked the tiers in like a week or so I did not know that Primeape went up to UU recently, so I apologize for that in advance. But it was still a good match overall, so I'm going to show you anyways. As you can see what happened, he switched out because he thought it was Scarfed. I went for the U-turn, bring in Kangaskhan. Now we're all caught up. And he doesn't want to take a fake out or a low kick because he knows I can hit him. Kangaskhan is one of the only ones that can do that. But I go for the low kick just to get it on whatever happens to come in. And Licky is a fat bastard, as well as Spiritomb. Both going to do 120 as far as I'm concerned. So he switches out because he's in Custap range. I know this thing's Custap, so just going to bring it in and boom later. I go for the double edge just to catch whatever switches in, or if he wanted to keep it in, it would have been whatever. I do double edge, like I said, and it does over half, which is cool, despite Rampardos' fairly decent HP stat. And I go for the Sucker Punch here, and it happens to be a crit. I ran numbers. It might or might have not mattered either way, depending on how much HP he had invested. I don't think he had any. But anyways, I switch out to my Dusclops to take the fighting move, which does happen in the form of Mach Punch. And right here he goes for the Flare Blitz. And right now I am reminded why I should be using a Dusknoir instead, because this hurts a lot worse than I thought it would. But fortunately I picked Sub on this turn, because what I'm going to do next turn is something that, you know, the only Dusclops and Dusknoirs I have in my box are designed to do, which is Sub, if I have enough health, and assuming there's no Sandstorm or Hail going, I can go ahead and Pain Split back the majority of my health. The set's kind of designed to toy with your HP and force the opponent to switch because it has Curse as well, which is what I try to use on this turn, but I don't have enough to live the Flare Blitz. If I had maybe one more turn of leftovers, I probably could have taken it, probably could have gotten a Curse, a safe switch, that either would have forced a switch or he would have stayed in. So right now I bring in my Azelf, and I go for the T-Bolt just on the off chance he might bring in something else, like his Spiritomb. I don't know. But he keeps it in as fodder, so that's cool too. And he brings in his Custap Licky now, which leads me to believe that Azelf was actually a really big threat to his team if he brought it in this early in the match. And now that my Ghost is gone, I don't have anything that wants to take it, so I figure I might as well just keep Azelf in. In hindsight, I probably should have switched out, but hindsight's always 20/20, so it's whatever. We both lose one, and I bring in my Primeape now. And right now he decides to bring in his Cool Whip. And right here I go for the Ice Punch, just to not over-predict, and we're going to see how much the CB Ice Punch does. And right here I'm guessing he's invested in HP and defense. And the ironic part, kind of right here, is that he has a Ganlon Berry, which boosts his defense, which he probably would have needed earlier, but hey. He goes for the Swords Dance, realizes that I'm banded at this point because of how much damage wow. Yeah. Anyway, I took it out, and what happens next? Okay, so he brings in his Spiritomb, and I figure I'll just go for the Ice Punch just to see how much it does, because I don't know what kind of Spiritomb this is. I don't know what it wants to do. Turns out to be special, so he takes me out with the Psychic, and that is okay too, because I have a Kangaskhan coming in a little bit that can easily handle things like this. So down goes Balvor, and in comes in the Gaga. So just to not overpredict, we're going to go for the Fake Out. His last one would have been very able to take a Fake Out. That was a horrible sentence. Anyways, I go for the low kick. If he brought in the other one, it would have done a lot of damage as well. But, yeah, whatever. So he brings in his last one, which is a Hippowdon. And I figure, you know, this thing's a defensive wall. It's probably got invested defense HP. And the goal, mission goal right here with Kangaskhan is to do as much damage as I can in one shot. Potentially kill myself from recoil. And if I can, then I'll get a safe switch and we'll be good to go, which is a horrible way to treat my Kangaskhan, but she's used to it. So, As you can see, with Double Edge and Life Orb, I'm left with 8, which will undoubtedly take me out after Sandstorm, so I can bring in something else. Love you, Kangaskhan, but we gotta bring in someone else better suited for this, like this Togekiss, or so I thought I would be able to handle it. So this is my Scarf Modest XD Togekiss with Tri-Attack. Just a random question, since this is kind of a stall bait right now. Do any of you Mosh Pit viewers know how the status percentage on Tri-Attack works? Like, I asked a couple people, and I was wondering if it's like 10% and it randomly picks from Burn, Paralyze, or Freeze, or is it 10% reserved in the generator for each one, like 10 Burn, 10 Para, 10 Freeze. And with Serene Grace, I want to know if it's 20 Burn, 20 Para, 20 Freeze, or just 20 and it picks one of the 3. Because I had a video about a month back where I got all 3 conditions in one match, and that is beast. So I'm inclined to believe that it's 20, 20, and 20, but I don't know. It'd be cool to know. Not losing any sleep over it, but hey, you know. So I decided Tri-Attack is not doing the trick, so I'm going to predict him using Slack Off again just to bring in my Leafeon safely. And he does go for the Slack Off, and the plan here is I'm going to Swords Dance up and try to deal as much damage as I can in one shot. Assuming he doesn't have Ice Fang, which he does. He has Ice Fang, but fortunately, since I'm Leafeon and I have that base, what is it, like 110? Base 110 defense, I'm going to take that actually rather nicely despite the 1 curse. And right here, we're just going to go for the Leaf Blade, and that is going to be good game despite the full health and the curse, and yeah. Sorry about the Primate once again. I don't really keep up on what moves up and down except for Kangaskhan. I was genuinely irked about that because I love using that thing in any tier. But that's the game. Excellent game. I'll gladly give you a rematch in the near future. And that's it for today, Mosh Pitters. Go ahead and stay tuned. Like, comment, subscribe, rate, do your thing. And potentially I will see you later. So, peace.